It's good stuff, man. We bought like 10 litres of this today. It's an organic orange juice here in Australia. The oranges actually taste half ripe. And anyway, it's a 24-hour mountain bike race. I've finished 8 of them. I've won 2 overall. And I've done the Paris-Brest Paris, which is obviously the world's longest single-stage race ever. It's 1,243 kilometres. It's in France. It goes from Paris to Brest and back to Paris. I did that, no support, in 51 hours 30 total time. So my tip for 24-hour races are basically, the biggest tip ever is to pace yourself properly. If you go out like it's a 2-hour cross-country race or an hour criterium or whatever, you're going to fucking pay big time. So you got to go out basically like you're riding with an absolute newbie. That's basically what you got to do. Just cruising around, just rolling around, talking, and people go, oh no, that's not true, you got to race. And I'll tell you what, man, no one fucking races in a 24-hour race. No one's racing. It looks like you're racing because you might have good technical skills, so you can just rail past someone, but your heart rate's really low. So there's no one that's actually racing a 24-hour race. Maybe the last lap if you're like, 10 seconds behind each other, yeah, but no one is racing. Look at the power data, look at the heart rate data. Nobody's racing in a 24-hour race. I mean, so I'll take it back. They are racing, but in a 24-hour pace. The pace is really light. So you're racing, but it's a 24-hour race. It's not a cross-country 2-hour race or a 1-hour criterium road race. So it's really light stuff, low heart rate. And people can debate with me on that one, but I've had Jason English's heart rate data, man. The dude just keeps it really low the whole time, just consistent. First lap about as fast as the last lap, just cruising along. And guys like that with really good technical ability, just fluent the whole way around. Someone like myself, I can climb as good as anyone, but on the downhills, I'm losing a lot of time. I basically give away 4 hours at the start of a cross-country race, 24-hour style, because my technical skills are getting better, but they're not just up to scratch yet. But anyway, so let's cut to the chase. Pacing is the biggest one. Pace. You got to go out so easy. You got to go so slow that all the team's riders is going to be passing you. Basically, just go with slow people. And in the last 6 hours of the race, feel free to pick it up. So ride for 18 hours easy, and then smash it for 6 hours if you want. People go, oh, no, I'll do it the other way around. Smash for 6 hours, and then just blow up for 18 hours. Take it from me, man. I've finished 8 24-hour races. I've DNF'd a fair few, but I've actually finished 8 and I've won 2. And I don't use any pills or caffeine or cocaine. I know a lot of guys do. They use the speed pills, Dexies, the cocaine, bit of meth. Some guys are shooting up stuff. And then no judgment on that. I'm just saying, if you're doing a lot of hardcore drugs, then you can sort of go a bit crazy. But even then, you still got to pace yourself. Because I know a lot of guys who do the full-on drugs, both legal and illegal, still bomb out, man, because they go out too hard. So you got to pace. Even if you're on speed and meth and cocaine, you got to go at a decent pace. Otherwise, you're going to blow up. You're going to run out of your glycogen, and then it's like game over. So pacing is the biggest thing I can give for a 24-hour rider. Pace. Just go easy. Go so easy you feel like you're going too easy. Basically, that's what you're going to do. So your first lap in a 24-hour race should be as fast as your last one. If it is, then you've paced right. Unless of course it starts raining and the course turns to mud. But if it's a dry course, your first lap should be exactly the same as your last lap. Maybe your last lap should be a little bit faster than your first lap, and then you've done even. There's no point going like that with your wattages and heart rate. You want to just have an even. Because if you average, 3 watts per kilo for an hour, and then the next hour you average 2 watts per kilo, and then you're 3 watts per kilo, that's just really going to fuck you up later on in the race. So you want to have like a consistent watts per kilo per hour. That's what you want to go for. Consistency in 24 hours. It's not a road race. You don't have to attack up the road and get the draft. It's not a cross-country race where you have to get a 10-second gap. People who treat it like that, blow up. People who treat it like that, they don't come back for more. I've had a few cross-country friends come to a 24-hour race it for the first 6 hours, totally blow up, still win the race, but just go, I'm never fucking doing that again. Never doing it again. Because they don't know how to pace. You got to pace yourself for a 24-hour race. I've spent 5 minutes saying pacing. Second one would be nutrition. You have to eat enough carbohydrates, otherwise you're going to bonk. You're going to run out of glycogen, you're going to hit the wall, and you're just going to be crashing easily and your mood's going to drop, you get a flat tire and you're going to want to pull out. So carbs, how many carbs? 1 gram of carbs per kilo of body weight per hour. If you're in the US, half a gram of carbs per pound of body weight per hour. Minimum. So that's what you want to do. One of my friends, his methodology is he eats that as well. Plus he says, I eat till I'm about to vomit and then I keep riding for another 2 hours. So every 2 hours he has a large carbohydrate meal till he's about to vomit, and then he knows he's had enough and he keeps going for another 2 hours. So you're going to burn a lot of calories. You're going to burn maybe 20,000 calories in a 24-hour race. 20,000 calories, that's like 3 kilos of fat. So you got to keep those carbs in, otherwise you're going to hit ketosis really fucking quickly. And when you hit ketosis, it's game over. Your race is over. You're going to spend the next 6-7 hours recovering, and it's gone. Ketosis is no power. Game over. So I've covered pacing, covered nutrition. Lastly on nutrition, if you eat fat, if you're eating like fat, like nuts or oil or whatever, when you're in a 24-hour race, it's just going to slow your legs up. It's going to gunk your blood full of fat. You want to have no fat. You want to have just carbs the whole 24 hours because you want your blood clean and flowing. Because any fat's just going to slow you down. It's, you know, you're going without sleep. You're going to be sleep deprived. And any excess fat's just going to slow you down. And a lot of people out there who aren't vegan, so they're eating like animal products. And I'm like, oh, I see some people at 24-hour races, and I'm like, how the fuck are you eating a cheese, ham, slice of pizza? And then you look at their face, an hour later, they're just like, oh, I regret that. That's fucked up. And I'm like, shit. That's like slashing your tires, man. And no wonder people are taking speed pills to keep going. Even then, even on speed pills, people still can't finish a 24-hour race because they don't have enough carbohydrates. So I'm not promoting speed pills, by the way. I'm not promoting any drug usage. I'm just saying that's just how it is. And so what I like to take in the 24-hour race is the dates. Have a box of dates with me and fruit juice, and that's just it. Dates and fruit juice, the whole thing. And make sure I'm pissing clear every hour. When you have a whiz, you want to be whizzing it at least every hour, at least every 2 hours, having a whiz. I'll whiz when I'm on the bike, just, you know, I can't do that on YouTube, but I piss when I'm on the bike, actually wee while I'm riding. Urinate while you're riding on a fire road, make sure no one's going to come screaming past you and cut the track. But anyway, so you want to be pissing clear every hour, every 2 hours, definitely. If you're pissing yellow or straw, knock back another bottle. You want to be pissing clear. What about salt pills? Well, I don't take any salt pills in 24 hours. Some people do, it works for them, doesn't work for me. It just makes me feel more bloated and thirsty, so I don't do the salt pills. What about bikes? You want to have a bike that you're used to. My recommendation is get a 29er dual suspension. Whatever company you like the feel of, you know, because mountain bikes are all about different geometries and setups and stuff like that. So I like the Specialized Epic, I like the Giant Anthems, they feel good for me. What feels good for you, that's going to be a different thing. But 29er, man, that's just like, that's the ultimate 24-hour machine. 29er dually, that's the ultimate 24-hour machine. Tire pressure, you should already know that, 32 psi, 30 psi, whatever tires you're used to. And make sure you mark your seat posts and mark your angles on your seat, because often things can slip down. In 24-hour race, things can slip down, you get tendonitis, whatever. So you mark your seat posts with liquid paper pen, mark your cleats, mark your seat posts fore and aft, things like that. Mark your handlebars with some liquid paper, a little liquid paper pen, so then you know if anything slips, you can go back to that. And that's about it. And just expect some real low negativity periods, but they're generally just because you're not getting enough sugar or water. But then there's the third thing that can happen is sleep deprivation really fuck your head over. So you've got to just accept that you're going to have some periods of depression because you're sleep depriving yourself. So just tell your body, hey body, this is okay, we're going to sleep tomorrow, it's going to be over soon, let's just keep rolling through. And if you pace yourself properly, that's really easy to do. But if you go too hard, man, fuck, I've got heaps of mates that can, you know, just smash the 24-hour races. They don't do them anymore because they just push too hard and just crack themselves. So you got to really pace yourself and enjoy it, have fun, you know, have fun. Just completing a 24-hour race is a big challenge. It's an amazing challenge. There's plenty of people who can never do a 24-hour race, mainly because they don't know how to pace themselves. But anyway, so that's it. Pace yourself, get your carbs in per hour, make sure you're pissing clear, use the 29er dual suspension, and the grips, handlebar grips lastly. The grips I recommend are called Ergons. Ergon grips. Get a pair of them. Ergons, man. Makes all the difference. My friend Jason Morrison in Adelaide, He gave me that tip back in '09. Ergons, man, that's just where it's at. Or Specialized, make a copy. Get those Ergon style groups either way. Post your comments down below. What have you found helpful in your 24-hour racing? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. Thanks for watching. Post your comments and questions down below. I'll see you out there next 24-hour race. Peace.